Mission 2, Slow Way Home. Welcome. You are currently being held as danger aspects due to a stopping train ahead. Once clear, continue to service London Victoria, but be aware we have reports of further delays further up the line. So hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to South Croydon World 2, and welcome back to Rush Hour London Commuter. We find ourselves in a red signal, so I'm not going to touch any of my controls because that's already set up as it is for the continuation service. Apart from, of course, on this controller, which we need to drive the train with. So, yes, we found ourselves on a 377, of course, just outside of somewhere. I missed the site location, sorry. Just outside of... Where are we? Sorry. Croydon, outside of Croydon. So it's just outside South Croydon. Next station will be South Croydon, East Croydon. Take a train up to London Victoria. And by the looks of things, expect a fair few delays as we wait for the train in front of us to make its move. Make sure that the AWS is active because we're going to make sure we use that for our service. Okay, keep us alerted as we make our journey south. Sorry, heading north today, Victoria. Yeah, that's it really. That's, I guess, the entire premise. So just wait for the train in front to move, and then we'll start our own journey. Yes, back in rush hour, back in the old London Commuter. So there's a single yellow aspect, so we should allow us to clear the signal into East Croydon. Must admit, see now we're on the side of part of a, well, siding that goes to nowhere. Presumably this part of a route that of course doesn't exist in the Escape Train Simulator. Ooh, little bit of bonus track for you, I guess. The only time we ever run it in TSW2 Rush Hour London Commuter. But yeah, next station East Croydon. Make sure we're nice and slow for the points, of course, sorry. Passing first of all through South Croydon. We go ourselves at the end of the platform. Now see one train just departing, one train passing through. We're on the main line now, so actually we can increase the speed up to 60 miles per hour. We'll just do that. The two stations are about a mile apart, so we're not going to go too far. In this stretch, in fact, I'll leave it about 30. That way, we can give ourselves a nice slow call into the station. That's a double. You know, I expect there's still a signal block, or two signal blocks clear in front of us. 0.7 miles, so you know, we'll go up to line speed-ish. Again, we're within a mile of the station now. And at the same time, make sure we have a bit of spacing between us and the train in front of us. Yeah, gonna be very much on top of that AWS buzzer today. Every few seconds, it should basically just go off for us. So you can see it's red signal coming up now. Another buzz there. In fact, I'll talk about red signals. And that's not even the platform, it's just before it. And as I was behind, it's actually that train right there, so definitely cutting it close. Train up front. There it is, now leaving the station. There you go, single aspect, clears us into the platform. We won't go much more than above, well, 20 miles per hour at this point, although we're about 30 seconds into the platform, so we'll go up to 30, we'll coast in, and then bring it to a halt. Departure time for us scheduled at 10:42, it's got a minute to stop at the station. And right now it's just very much a case of maintaining speed. And I was talking about in the previous video actually about how important it is to maintain your speed in these runs. Admittedly, we are at the stop marker a bit too far ahead. We've gone to 10 to 12. 8 marker is that one. Oh well, it's only a small little error. Yeah, so maintain speed is very important because presumably there'll be a service behind us we don't want to delay. But certainly there's a service in front of us who we do need to be very careful with as well in terms of distancing. We'll depart as close to 10:42 as possible. We may be a tad behind looking at the boarding speed there, loading speed. But we'll allow passengers to make their movements. And then very shortly make our own departure. East Croydon, I imagine, will have dispatch staff here to help with the boarding process as well. Perfect. Lock the door, and let's go. Next station, Clapham Junction. We have about 10 minutes to go, 7 miles. Grease on aspects, always good to see. We'll get the AWS flower to clear very shortly as we pass over a track magnet. Dual yellow, train in front, 2 blocks ahead. Gonna cut back on the throttle now. Gonna start applying brakes now. Due speed to about 40 miles per hour. You know, it was a single yellow aspect. Now anticipate a red just up ahead. Up to green now. Red to green. That generally means that the line's now clear ahead of us. So I can only guess that the train in front has now... Ah, yes, so we're actually changing track line here, so we need to be at 30 for this next junction. But we are changing lines now, and so hopefully we'll be able to overtake the train in front, which gives us a better chance to, well, gives us better time to stop at Clapham Junction, and therefore continue the rest of our journey on time rather than behind somebody else. So that works in my favour, because that train, I'm fairly sure, said London Victoria as well on its destination display there, so timing very much key on this. And again, I love the rail driver. It's so accurate with its throttle movements. Okay, again, emergency brake can be a bit twitchy at times, but for the most part, very, very smooth. AWS flower cleared. Line in front, clear. Green signal. Save miles per hour, we'll cut the throttle. That's for a tiny bit of braking. Bear in mind, we are on a slight downhill grade, only 0.4%, so not going to be a massive steep downhill climb, or descent even, but certain on a train, just need to manage that speed, make sure not going too fast over that point. I see that also updates the destination displays there as well. So now correct his fonts, correct his speed on the side, Also gives you the calling points to train as well. So, again, small details like that, which I really do adore in recent Trains to World routes. I mean, the quality gets higher with every scenario. Not perfect yet. The one thing I think we're all waiting for is now the in-train announcements. But so far, the quality massively improving with these routes. Got just under 4 miles to go now to Clapham Junction. Last miles at Clapham Junction station was when I was going towards Southampton Airport Parkway. So I was with South West Trains, departed out of Waterloo, if I recall correctly. Yes, went out of Waterloo. South West Train, Southampton Airport Parkway, stopped at Clapham Junction. It's a lovely station. It's actually one of the few stations I've ever been to do a bit of quote-unquote train spotting. Because again, train spotting is not really what I mainly do. But I decided one day, after work, passing through the area, why not just get the camera out and have a bit of a watch. Because Clapham Junction, by far, one of the busiest stations in regards to timetabling. It's 36 trains now, something like that. It's a very busy station, always something moving. So far so good. About 4 minutes, 2.5 miles. We're averaging about 30 miles per hour. We'll get there on time. Oops, nice to be down to 60 now. And so actually on the right there, I believe, was the service who actually stuck behind earlier. So we have now overtaken them. At this point, start preparing ourselves to bring train to a halt. 1 mile to go. We're at about 50 odd miles per hour. About half a mile, we'll then bring it down to 30 miles per hour. That's be our entry speed to the station. Wait for this to go off, there we go. Entry speed about 30 miles per hour. Bring it to a halt. This time, we'll aim for the 8-car marker, not the 12-car marker. Or, we could just cheat and do that. There you go, 12-car train now. There. Always read what the display says. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 cars. 2 sets. 377, 441, 377, 443. Single yellow. Gonna really slow down now. Next one I've had will be red. So my guess, the platform is occupied. There you go, up to single yellow now. So proceed with caution. Hopefully that means we get into the platform now without any further delays. Yeah, look at the distance top right there for the red signal and distance to the stop mark on the platform. All it means we'll have a slightly extended stop once we actually do bring train to a halt. But running on time at the moment, which is always a good thing to see. We are running on time. And there we are, Clapham Junction station. With its... the footbridge station is fantastic. I mean, it's about... You can see it's like... It's expanded over time. There's 3 different styles to it, I guess. I'm very surprised the didn't sound there. Yeah, it's an old footbridge, extended over the years to fit new platforms. And it's a work of beauty, that. Right. Stick our head out the window and open the doors. So we've got about a minute and a half station, so we'll use free cam just to quickly wander about. You have the southern side here, and then you have the southwest train side over here. So different sides for different train operators. You've got all the empty lines in the middle. These are for stable sidings, freight sidings. See, there's the audio over there as well. So this is a stationary bit. Trains will just come into depot and finish. But it's a very... you can see you've got one bridge over here, one style. You've got another style over here as they connect. You get more modern extensions that allow for improved accessibility. And then I believe there is some access to the inside. No, maybe not. Maybe not. But it's a grand old station, East Run, sorry, Clapham Junction. You can imagine timetable modes. A lot of scenarios as well. A lot of summons, a lot of timetable services as well. Right, lock the doors. And presumably our next station will be London Victoria. This train terminates. So we're not going to stop at... there's 2 stations, if I can remember them. One interchange with the Victoria line. I can't quite remember what that station is. My train mileage is failing me on this, must admit. So yes, you've got one line that intercepts at Vauxhall, that's the one. At Vauxhall. And then you've got Battersea Park as well, station. I must say, the architecture and the scenery on this route, it is grand. It is grand. It is spectacular. The railway arches down below on the viaducts. We're across a bridge now. And for us, you can see there's no real set time requirements for us to get to Victoria. That's going to be Battersea Park on our right hand side now. So I'm fairly sure that's Battersea Park. Just double check. Yeah, that's Battersea. Where is it? This platform here. Yeah, it's an old wooden platform, disused. Hasn't been used in about 30 years, but still in situ. I can tell you now, in real life, not quite in that spectacular condition. But yeah, Battersea Park Station has an old platform, hasn't been used about 30 years, and it's made out of wood. what was I saying? Something about... Oh yeah, no time. So since we're entering a terminal at this point, there's no set time limit, no time for us to arrive. So long we can manage our signalling alright. Whenever we cross Victoria, it's just when we arrive at Victoria. Enjoy yellow signal. Wind's now approaching danger in 2 blocks. On this occasion, that danger will be a set of buffers at the end of the line. It's starting down now to 20 miles per hour. Just have some minor braking behind just to ensure that we don't creep up our speed on this down a bit of track. Yeah, it's levelling off now, so cut off the brakes and just hold train as we now approach station. 20 miles per hour entry speed. Nice and gently, platform 18 we're at right now. That'll do. That will do. Unlock the doors, set train up, so reverser off, master key off. Headlights off, and that's the end of the service. Set taillights to on. Forget that's the thing we need to do in the service, isn't it? Taillights are separate. There we go. And then dispatch the train. Thank you. That's all for now. Let's see how you did. Eventually. Come on. There we go. I'm sure that's the longest one there so far. So, East Croydon, Clapham Junction, London Victoria. 23 minutes took us in total. Push up to level 4 on a commuter, level 5 on the 377. And that was a total of 11, just under 12 miles, with 21 yards walked. Gold medal, of course, that's all important, which means in terms of our service today, looking to speed, of course, again, some minor incursions, but nothing problematic. Overall, not a bad run by any means. So, yeah, and that brings us to the end of this scenario. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Do like if you did enjoy it. Do subscribe to us already. Thank you all very much for the support, as ever. We'll be back in soon for some more Train Squad action. Otherwise, take care, enjoy yourselves, and have a good one. Bye-bye.